All right, so I just wanted to make a quick video to talk about this new docuseries that I'm working on. I'm going to call it Choice. It's in her hands, and it's primarily going to be about self-managed abortion. And I'm going to be focusing on Texas, even though you can extrapolate and take the data and information and apply it to every state in the union. Hopefully it's going to be a 9-part series, and I'll release all of it at once. I don't know where yet, but done a bunch of filming on the streets. We went to the Alamo and the courthouse in San Antonio to film. Also filmed at the pro-life march last weekend, or I guess it was 2 weekends ago, and this weekend we'll be at the We Are Bigger Than Roe rally at the Capitol as well. And so the first episode is going to be dealing with what is self-managed abortion, how that compares to abortion in the healthcare system, and things like that, right? The correlation between self-managed abortion now compared to historically how it's been done, its prevalence, and how it's being done, basically. I want to document the rise in abortion pills in the healthcare system and how that has translated into a transition into self-managed abortion using the same regimen outside of the healthcare system, and the correlation between the ways in which pro-life Republican healthcare laws that restrict a woman's access to abortion have contributed to the rise in popularity of self-managed abortion outside of the healthcare system. So that'll be the first episode. The second and third episode will be interviews with just average Texas citizens. I tried to focus on university students, particularly women, and talk to them about abortion laws in Texas. And what I'm going to do is publish the entire interviews that I have with these students out on the street. I'll do one pro-life one and one pro-choice. And interestingly, these videos, these interviews with just average citizens, it didn't matter whether they were pro-life or pro-choice. They had the same opinion on what the laws said, and both of them were wrong. They both lean heavily on the misinformation that's been put out by their respective sides. And they're both saying the same thing, that abortion is illegal in Texas, which is just not true. They point to various legacy media, and their organizations that they support. But the average Texas citizen, be they pro-choice or pro-life, did not seem to have a grasp on what the laws actually say and don't say. I found that the pro-choice people had a better grasp on self-managed abortion than the pro-life people, so that'll be interesting to show. The only difference between the two interviews, they pretty much went word for word the same throughout the whole interview until it came to the conclusions on what needs to be done with the information that they learned, that abortion is still legal in Texas. So that's going to be two separate episodes, one for pro-choice citizens and the other for pro-life citizens. I also am going to release an episode from an interview with a pro-choice legislator and one with a pro-life legislator. And again, talking about the healthcare laws in Texas over the past couple of years, the impact that has had on Texas and the healthcare system, and move that into self-managed abortion and what legislation is upcoming to deal with legislation. And within both of these, the pro-choice and the pro-life one, I'm going to be talking about the strategies of burdening a woman's access to abortion rather than dealing with abortion as homicide, right? So treating abortion as healthcare and the pro-life strategy of burdening a woman's access, and in the case of Texas, by closing all the healthcare facilities and making it illegal for doctors to perform abortions as lawful medical procedures, but still keeping it legal for women to kill their own preborn children for any reason that they want to, by any method that they want to up until birth. I also have interviews with nonprofit organizations that I'm going to be releasing. One that is pro self-managed abortion and one that is a pro-life organization. And again, we're going to be talking about the same types of things that I'm dealing with the legislators. And finally, I am interviewing pro-life religious leaders and pro-choice religious leaders, and again on the same topics. Now with each of these, what I'm going to be doing is releasing the entire interview. It will be edited, so that the sound quality is good and the lighting is good and all of that. But what I'm not going to be doing is cutting and stopping the interview. I want it to be this person presenting their position and having the freedom to talk about their point of view surrounding this idea of self-managed abortion, and not feel like it's going to be deceptively edited at all. So that's why I'm releasing these as episodes and not creating just like one short documentary. I want the pro-choice legislator or organization to have whatever time they want to speak on their position without interruption, without feeling like their words are going to be taken out of context, And I want the pro-life people to have the same confidence that they will be portrayed honestly and fairly as they say the things that they do, right? So that's the project that I am working on. So if you would keep that in your prayers, that I'll be able to finish this and get it done. I'm hoping to have it finished and released by the end of the summer, and pray that some of these interviews go through. I've talked with and negotiated with some of these people, and some of them have started backing out. I'll let you take a guess as to who is more willing to participate in this project, which side of the argument is willing and which side is not. It's pretty unfortunate. So if the pro-life organizations continue to email with me and talk with me and then decide to not do the interview, what I'll end up doing is doing an episode where I read the emails and explain through the emails why they have decided not to participate in this project, which, I mean, it will be eye-opening, but it really is unfortunate. I would much rather have them sit and defend their position to deal with self-managed abortion by attacking the FDA and dealing with the environmental impact issues. So you can hear from them what their strategy is, rather than having me read the emails explaining why they are going to be unwilling to participate. So pray for that. Pray that some of these organizations and legislators participate. I think this is an important issue, and I think it's one that in Texas, most people have no clue as to what is going on. So thank you very much. If you want to help with the creation and distribution of this documentary, hit me up. You can make donations at our website on Donor Box. It would be much appreciated. You can join us through Patreon at patreon.com/resisting Balaam. A couple of different ways that you can donate. So thank you very much, and like I said, just pray that this project is able to be completed.